So I've gotten quite a few letters about different gear stuff, and right now I'm on a Mac Pro, and I use Apogee interfaces, an Apogee Ensemble right now, in fact, and it's kind of an older one, like a few 2-3 years old. But I also like Digidesign's stuff, and I have a couple of Apogee Rosettas here and there, and but I use the Apogee Ensemble Mac Pro. The Apogee S preamps built in, really cool thing, along with your nice mic that you have. Even a Shure SM57, which is like $79, I think, and a Mbox Mini Digidesign interface gets great sounds nowadays. And then as far as MIDI stuff and like, I compose mostly on grand piano. Although not always. I mean, it's weird, but I use this thing. It's called a U-Rock guitar, and I can patch it through. I also play keyboards, but not like I do guitar. And my hand is a little stiff. It takes a little while to get warmed up. I really couldn't use my hands like, you know, 100 on May 1st, like 200 days ago, very well, but they're coming back really, you know, once I get warmed up perfectly. But this is called a U-Rock guitar. It's a MIDI controller. It's really a toy and a game controller, but I've seen some guys wail on these things on YouTube, and it's excellent. So I like to compose with different instruments from all around the world. This is a Chinese Eru violin. So it allows me to access grand piano and you know, any instrument I can possibly imagine, and in good quality. I mean, that is wicked, you know. Your time is gonna come. Zeppelin on a Chinese instrument. Your time is gonna come. Oh, it's starting to thunder out. I have other cameras. I'm gonna get more and kind of show people how I'm doing this. I'm keeping a video log of all my production now. And they're online, and then but they're secret or whatever, unlisted, and I'm gonna open those up after I get some impressive tracks, because already I can hear it. You didn't do that, blah, blah, you know, bullshit like that. And I'm gonna go, oh yeah, motherfucker. Here's every single minute of every single track, me doing it, sweating and fucking complaining about it, you know. Here's me mixing it. So yeah, I'm doing a cover of I Am the Walrus, and a lot of times I back off of stuff. I can nail Pink Floyd, you know, as Floyd or even more, and then it sort of becomes a cliche. So unless I can bring something to a song and change it, that's why I sing in different ranges, or do something interesting and new to it. Hopefully, a lot of people think so. I mean, but you know, who knows? Then I don't. There's no need for me to copy Pink Floyd or the Beatles, all the parts, and just nail it. I might as well put a copy of I Am the Walrus on. But I'm doing that when I'm trying to bring something interesting to it. And a lot of times I'll nail stuff too close, and then I've got to back off of it and go, you know what? You're not bringing anything to this. You're just copying it. But God, I love this sound. You know, it's a U-Rock MIDI guitar. So it was like $100 or $200. I don't really remember. Oh, wrong note. Oh, that was beautiful. 你好，我的朋友，中文朋友。话不会说中文现在。I have a son who's half Chinese, and I speak pretty good Chinese. It's been like a year or two since I've had any practice, but so anyway, yeah. But I just that's an awesome tool, and you can even program drums with it. U-Rock guitar is pretty cool. It's $200. It has a lot of missed triggers and shit, you know, like MIDI crap, and it's kind of, as a guitar player, I like acoustic instruments. I play drums. I would love to have an acoustic drum set, and I mean, I can really, I want to do Rush, Spirit of the Radio, and nail every part, and then try to bring something to that. But yeah, programming it on MIDI stuff, that's one band where it's really tough. And then this, I got quite a few questions from young players about the guitar I use. This is called this is a Fender Cyclone. Can you see that? Fender Cyclone. And it's like a Strat, but it's kind of different. And the reason I got it, this is graffiti yellow, by the way. It took about 6 months on back order to get it. I guess they're popular. And the reason I got it was it's not a Strat, it's not a Tele, it's a Fender, it's light. And really the reason I'm using it, I have... it's hard not to sound like a complete dick saying this, because I'm basically, at this moment in my life, really poor. But I think 30 or 40 guitars in a stack. And that one, somebody said, what's special about that? Here's an email from somebody. And to be honest, it was at the top of the... somebody says, hi, I'm glad to be in contact with you. Do you need any help with your singing? And that's nice. Oh, she's I see. She's a professional vocal coach. Always a good thing. Well, not always, actually, but you know, but no, that one happened to be on top of the stack. I have Les Pauls. Really, there's actually a really nice, several nice Les Pauls in there, but one I'm fond of. But I'm kind of at an age and a point in my career, I can get any, as long as the guitar is reasonably decent, I can get any sound I need out of it. I do like single coils. For certain, you can punch through a mix with single coils better and get certain tones. Obviously, I have a Tele right there. I have several Teles I like a lot, although the one that I've been using happened to be the second one on top of the pile, and it's a Squier Tele, and it every bit as good as my regular Teles. I mean, yes, there are subtle differences, but you know, I've cut tracks with that thing that you know, that whole thing about, well, get a real guitar. Well, why don't you just fucking get a real life and learn how to play? Yes, you know, nowadays you can buy, like, go to Guitar Center. I bought that Squier for $79. I felt sorry for it. It was kind of broken, and they were going to throw it out, and I was like, oh man, the action is sweet on this thing. But I'll try to bring out more cool Les Pauls and shit like that as I go along on this deal. This is a 2-year project, by the way. And the end, what the goal is, I just want to have exposed 1 million people to my music in a 1-year time, and by 2 years, I just want to be a known sort of minor player on the internet that people enjoy, and that I have originals and cover tunes and make a living at YouTube, which I've had some success with in the past. So I'm sort of hesitant to send any of the younger kids over to this vlog because I curse and smoke, and I'm not a great role model, really. I used to teach UCLA. I didn't get fired, I quit, but yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm aware of the whole role model aspect. You know, if you're, so yeah, I mean, things happen. But yeah, those are two tools that you know, I use, but I can get any sound I want out of a relatively, even an Epiphone Les Paul, that's fine, whatever. The thing that I see that irritates me the most on YouTube, and also immediately when I go to another guitar player's site, is that I see some really good players that are slightly out of tune, and it just makes, especially like moving pieces like Pink Floyd. There's one kid on there has hundreds of thousands of hits with Comfortably Numb, and he's slightly out of tune playing it in the wrong positions. The notes are right, but the positions are wrong. But really pay attention, tune up, man, you know, because that happened. I cut a track recently and mixed it, and I actually ended up posting it. It's Highway to Hell. That one string in the guitar is like 3 cents out of tune, and my ear would not accept it. Everybody else does, and now my ear accepts it. It's so close into tune, but even if you're really, no matter, I've been playing many years, and this ever so slight tuning situation is as I go around YouTube, I'm really bummed to see somebody who's really good who's ever so slightly out of tune. So have the intonation set up on your guitar if you don't know how to do it. Intonation, otherwise your strings are not hitting the correct notes. 11:07 and I'm out.